balls on the house party.
I have my balls on the...
He's probably somewhere going, hello, son.
Good evening, guests, and welcome to a spooky and scary Saturday evening round my house. And there's great excitement tonight in my scratchy bottom because we've hired the place out for a wedding. So we've got the marquee on the lawn, etc, etc. Now the bride is, well, how shall I put it? She's rough. I can understand why she wanted to have her wedding on Halloween. It's the only time she'll come out. And of course, it is Halloween, so that means the ghosties are abroad. The ghoulies are abroad. All the ghoulies and ghosties are abroad. And do you know what the difference is between the ghoulies and the ghosties? It doesn't hurt so much when you get kicked in the ghosties. And we have an absolute nightmare for the parents in Wait Till I Get You Home. An absolute nightmare for you if we turn up at your house with HTV. And we have an absolute nightmare for the celebrity getting this week's gotcha. But before we get on with the madness, here's my copy of the Scratchy Bottom Observer, guaranteed to give you the latest news, views, and up-to-date, news. Here on page 5 we have a police notice from the Scratchy Bottom Constabulary for anybody involved in the mysterious disappearance of Holly Willoughby from this morning. Thank you. And plans to build a tunnel from Scratchy Bottom to its neighbouring village, Dangly End, have been abandoned on account of the fact that there is actually nothing in the way. And of course the big news story of this week was that the owner of Scratchy Bottom's fast food restaurant, Mac Bottoms, passed away on Tuesday. After the funeral, he was cremated and his remains put into a polystyrene cup and kicked into the gutter. And...
Trick or treat! Mummy! Have you got 50p for the meter?
Did I scare you? Well, things will get more scary when we open the cupboard! And in this cupboard, on this dark Halloween night, we have various items from around Scratchy Bottom, and 2 celebrities who are going to sing in order to identify what's in there. Now here to play with me tonight are Mario and Luigi from the Mario Toys Family Superstar. Where's Luigi? I think he's over there. Okay, I'll go and get him. Oi, Luigi, come over here. Is that okay? Good. Now, accompanying the celebrities in their singing is Prue Prendergast from the Wool Shop in Scratchy Bottom. So, here we go with the first clue. Prue, fingers on your organ, if you please. That's SOS by ABBA. Indeed it is, but what item is that song linked to? We think it's a rubber ring? Yep, it is a rubber ring. Don't know how much use that would be, but, Prue, strike her up again, if you please. When I was a little bitty boy. I know this one. That's My Ding-a-Ling by Chuck Berry. Indeed it is. Now you also heard something ringing in there. What do you think that song is linked to? Mario, what do you think? A school bell. Yep, a school bell it is. Prue, Strike her up again. We Are Family by Sister Sledge. Correct! Oh, he's falling over. This is live TV, anything can happen. So, what relevance do you think that's... I'll try that again, shall I? What item do you think that song is linked to? A photo album. It is a photo album. It might have somebody else's photos in it, but never mind. Prue, the organ, if you please.
When Irish eyes are smiling, it's like
Wow, we got there in the end. What do you think the tune is? When Irish Eyes Are Smiling. Correct! And, what do you think that song is linked to? Forgot what I was meant to be saying there. Sunglasses? Sunglasses, I'll give you that answer. Prue, strike up the organ.
I would not give you false hope on this strange and bold day.
Yes, I call that singing.
But the
Okay, that did take a while, but what do you think the tune is? Mother and Child Reunion, Mario? Yeah, let's go with that. Mother and Child Reunion. I will give you the benefit of the doubt, it is Mother and Child Reunion. But what do you think that song is linked to, prize-wise? This might seem a little strange, but a figurine? You're right, it is a figurine. Prue, for the final time this week, strike up the organ.
Come on.
who would believe that I could be happy? I used to think that happiness meant being
Hopefully that will be the end of all the madness from the cupboard. What do you think the song is? It's, congratulations and celebrations. I forget the rest. Right. But what do you think the object is? Well, I mean, the song's correct, obviously, but what's the object? A, bottle of champagne? That's the only thing I can think of that's celebration worthy. That is right. It is right, rather. Went a bit off track there. And I'm told by the floor manager that this isn't actually the last item, so Prue, in a rather unscripted moment, strike up the organ.
That's incredible. How do you make
Now, hopefully that's all the end of the madness. What do you think the tune is? These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. You're right! But what is the item? A pair of wellies? Good answer. I'll give you that. So you've got all 6 items. Now, who do you think it was singing in there? I'll give you a clue. There were 2 of them. Fred and Wilma Flintstone. Fred and Wilma Flintstone, eh? That's a good guess. So, we'll find out if they're right as we open the cupboard! And in the cupboard tonight, we have... Could you just hang up a bit? Well, One of them's not correct because that is Fozzie Bear. But the other one looks correct. Let's open the cupboard a bit more. So just shove out the way a bit. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. It's a different twosome, I'm afraid. Come on out, you lot! These are Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy. Well, they really mistake us for, Fred and Wilma Flintstone. Yeah! Would they? Third brain? No? No! I'll show you no, kid! I suck me! So, you've got the rubber ring, the schoolgirl, the photo album, the sunglasses, the champagne, and I've just got a slap round the face. On this way, to the blue tack tank. Ugh. Now you might be thinking, why am I not at the blue tack tank yet? Well, the truth is, we've only got one person over there at the moment. You may know him as Mr. Jack Williams. We're expecting one other person, but, he doesn't seem to have turned up. But I hear he will be turning up shortly. Not like the last guest from last week, who didn't turn up. At all. Ooh, that must be him now. And that's the first time this series that the doorbell's gone off. Hang about. I know who this is. It's none other than our good friend Oscar Barnett. Oh, by Jove. It's one of these new synthetic dummies. Yes, well, thank you for that, Teddy.
I'd like you to meet our host, if you don't mind, Teddy.
Oh, not now, Oscar. I'm looking at this silly arse. Okay. Go on then, Oscar. Tell him who I am.
This is Mr. Henry Hound.
Good God. Are you him? You poor devil. Oh, thanks for the compliment. Anyways, what are you two doing here then?
Actually, we've come here to see your famous blue tack tank. Can we see it?
Of course you can. It's, this way. Fade to black.
So this is the world-famous blue tack tank.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Hello, Jack.
Now we have both of them here. Let's rock and roll. Now we have here the two best of friends, alongside Simpsons Clips 24, who couldn't come tonight. But nevertheless, they are Jack Williams and Oscar Barnett. But who do you think should get the blue tack this week? Well, here comes the voting screen. If you would like Jack Williams to get the gunge, then the number is 0898 800 311. But if you think it should be Oscar Barnett who gets the gunge, then the number is 0898 800 322. Cast your votes now! And speaking of now, it's time for a party piece now. And here we have Donald Duck with his rendition, of Zippity Doodah. I think that's also how you tell an Italian his doodah is open. Well, I must say, Donald, that was very, very impressive. And I think your voice needs a little bit of rest after that. Now, let's see what the judges think. Vince, the manager of the pits, what do you think? Are you giving him any scores? I'll tell you something. You were so good, Donald, but I ain't giving you any. Only joking. 11. Okay. The vicar's wife? You know, somebody once said to me that people like you had Van Gogh's ear for music, so that means you must be good, right? 11. And, the headmaster, if I can find him. Wherever he may be. Headmaster? Are you there? Enu? Oh, never mind. Here he comes. I've taught many music classes, and I must say you excel all the students in them. Like the other two, 11. And there will be another party piece next week. And there's something I've not told you about apropos party pieces. You can vote on the Superstar Comedy website, or in the comments below, for your top 5 favourite party pieces. All of the performers will come together on the final show and then perform something. After the break, we'll be seeing the kids in Wait Till I Get You Home. And will HTV be turning up at your place?